Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Punk Rock Review, home of a bunch of opinionated crap you don't care about, also the home of the feedback you provide that we don't care about, keeps us on an even playing field, and we like that. Real quick shout out to our sponsor, absolutely no one. Anyhow, of course, in all the time that we're doing now, just kind of abstracting and such, it's almost like we had a ad or a commercial or something that we had on there for a paid service of things of that nature. Oh, what are we talking about today? Well, obviously, description. You already know. And we were talking about Paramount Plus commercials and advertisements with no skipping availability. Now, of course, Paramount Plus, it's one of those premium services and such that you can subscribe to get access to their premium shows, and as well as some back catalogs of Paramount owned things that you want to watch and such, or maybe don't want to watch. It doesn't matter, who cares. It's like a Netflix for Paramount. But man, what can be said about this one? Well, man, all in all, the service works for what it is and such, but man, there's a couple issues that they need to end up working out in how their service is geared as currently the recording of this. And that is, man, of course, their advertisements and such, even if it's just advertisements for Paramount in general, man, the 10 to 20 to 30 seconds wait or whatever, that's some bullshit, man. We're already paying for the service. Let us go through and not have a commercial shoved down our face, mouthpiece, eye holes, every show or every episode of a show. Man, that's absurd and ridiculous and really unwarranted, as far as like just another way for some greedy folks to get a couple extra, centavos or whatever from some, revenues or anything. I don't know, it doesn't matter. But the advertisements, man, and the little commercials that you can't skip over, those suck ass. Get rid of them, Paramount. Come on now. What is this? 2010 Hulu? Yeah. Anyhow, what else? Oh yeah, the not being able to skip kind of the intros or whatever on shows, that's kind of an issue too. Really, they need to, and you hear this, Paramount, these are all great ideas that we're giving you. Really, you need to implement what Netflix implemented years ago, and that's the ability to skip the intro of shows, man, post having watched it once or so. You know what show you're getting into, you know the theme song of your favorite shows and such, or you don't, it doesn't matter, but you really need to have a way to kind of skip forward and kind of go through it. Now, as far as content on there and all that goes, man, Paramount Plus is not a service that we feel like we are going to stick with for, yearly basis, as far as like we do for the most part with Netflix and things of that nature. Now, of course, you can argue, this, that, the other, as far as, the shows that are on there and what you enjoy about it and what you don't enjoy about it, as well as the content that you watch and you don't watch and stuff. There's going to be stuff you can find, and there's going to be stuff that you might desire to be on there, and there's going to be stuff that is on there that, you're like, oh, this is my favorite thing ever. Possibly. But, man, for Paramount Plus, there's not enough of that content that drives us to be like, hey, keep renewing the subscription. Keep watching, to see what we're putting on next. Keep renewing the subscription. Man, really the only things on there currently, as far as like new stuff coming out that we dig, is any of the newest South Parks and such. And, maybe a movie here or a movie there. Doesn't matter. And then some of the older content too, Beavis and Butthead, that stuff's all great. But, there's other ways and means that you can check out that content, so it's really not exclusive to the platform, and so paying a service for it is a little longevity wise lacking. Make sense? It absolutely does. It means that we're not going to keep paying those bastards to have that service for years on end and such, because there's not enough content driving us to it. It works, it does what it's supposed to, man, but the really, the commercial ads and the advertisements or whatever that you can't skip, not being able to skip past intros of shows in today's modern age, really a little lacking. So Paramount Plus, you need to upgrade some stuff on your service. Keep kind of working on it and such, because it works and whatnot as a platform and such, and you have access and content to a lot of shows and movies and everything in your catalog of owned movies and shows that really you can build an entire platform on, in essence. But to compete with some of the more kind of modern ways to view media and such, you need to implement a couple things. So do it, don't do it, we don't care. It is what it is. Anyhow, Paramount Plus, in essence, commercials and ads that you can't skip through. What can be said about you? Well, you get a good old-fashioned sad-like face. As far as the content and everything that does work, you get a good old-fashioned kind of happy face. So you get kind of a little bit of a mixed bag, man, with it or whatever. That's about all that can be said about that. So who cares? It doesn't matter. That's it. Have a good one. You probably didn't. We'll catch you next time. Probably won't. Give us money. Paramount Plus, what an awesome-ass commercial we did for you. That really isn't that awesome for you guys as far as what it, delivers content-wise. But feel free to give us $13,000. You're welcome.